Good morning, everyone. How are you? Working out really well today. Good. Glad to see it. Welcome, everybody. Look at us. This is awesome. Working on my new IG green screen. See how that works today. Anyway, thank you so much for joining. Friday's training is tomorrow. We are going to be talking about mentorship. How to get mentorship, what you're looking for in mentorship, the questions to ask, and how a mentor should act. If you are a mentor, if you're a coach, it's a great one. Just go ahead, be one of the 20,000 or so to register. David@dmeltzer.com. Just reach out, or you can join my text community above my head, 949-298-2905. You like my green hair? Because I got this new green screen IG thing going on. I think maybe it's just too bright in the front. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to go lower this down. See how that looks. A little bit better. All right, cool. Anyway, let's take some questions. Have them coming in live here. We are looking good. Here we go. What do you look for in an interview, and what questions do you ask? I look for 4 things. I look for the things that I can't teach, I can only improve upon. I want to get a basis of a quantum nature of someone. So 1, I want to see their perspective, their gratitude. 2, I want to see how much at peace and certainty they're at by saying how forgiving they are. 3, I want to see who they think's in control by testing their accountability. And then 4, most importantly, looking at their desire that they must be what they can be. So I ask them situational questions to provide me their experience and their feelings, so their mindset, their heart set, and what they did, what they said, they may have acted upon, and trying to get a variance of where their quantum memory is, where their potential is. And I'm looking for people with a lot of potential in these areas, and that have, most importantly, an open mind with a desire that they must be what they can be. And that open mind is essential. And so that's what I look for. And that's those questions. Let's see here. How many press-ups can you do? Is a press-up a push-up? Probably about 100. I do push-ups every day, run every day, or do cardio. What was your aha moment in life? Radical humility for me is my aha moment of not knowing what I don't know, and realizing that it's the best thing I can do is to ask for help in person, on the phone, via email, media, radio, traditional, social media, whichever. But the aha moment is rule number 6. Don't take yourself so seriously. Just do your best, learn lessons, and have fun. It's that simple. Do your best at everything. Be what you must be. Learn. Seek the lessons, the light, and the love in everything, and have fun. Don't take yourself so seriously. Really simple, great advice. What do your workouts look like? It varies, but it's a minimum of an hour a day, usually 30 minutes of cardio, and then a variance of weights, stretching, balance, focus, dietary planning, all types of things like that. But a minimum of an hour a day is spent on my health. It's a non-negotiable in my life. It's part of my adaptable routine. So I have a set routine and an adaptable routine, and that's how it works for me. Is there a movie that has changed your life? Oh yeah, many movies have changed my life. Rudy, Rocky, Miracle, just to name a few. But there's tremendous amount of movies that have changed my life because they've changed my perspective. One is not that good, but it changed my life. It's called The Shift, and it's Wayne Dyer's movie called The Shift. The Secret also had a major impact on my life. What's the best decision you made in college? Well, one, to go to Tulane for law school was the best decision. But to meet with my professors before the class began, move my syllabus up and ask for help, express to them what my objectives were, and have them work with me, collaborate with me to meet my objective and become an investment of my professors. It's probably the best thing that I do and did beyond where I went. All right. I see my friends from Flexit Fitness here. Austin Cohn, we got you. Austin, very good. We're going to have the founder and CEO of Flexit Fitness, a la carte digital fitness solution. That's a perfect timing for it. What's going on, Austin?
Hey, what's going on? Thanks for having me today.
Yeah, no problem. Great to see you and talk about great timing. Now, is Flexit Fitness something that was before COVID or is an expression of COVID?
So, a lot's changed over the last 10 months. We've been around since 2018, but over the last 10 months, we've really pushed hard on virtual. Our focus has been virtual personal training. So, whether you have a full gym at home or nothing but your body, we've got technology that helps customers work out with personal trainers from the best fitness brands across the country.
And how'd you build your audience on both sides? Because not only do you have to have the trainers, but you have to have the clients.
Of course. So when we started our business, the first thing we did was we enabled customers to access gyms across the country, wherever they wanted, totally unencumbered. So our core business is consumers go to gyms, pay for their time in the gyms. We built the supply before we started to market to customers so that we had these gyms that customers could go and access. When COVID hit, we were on our toes and we built this virtual personal training technology into our product. So we already had the base of supply and the trainers from the brands that we already were working with so that customers could quickly now access fitness from home. So like any two-sided marketplace, there's always a level of what's going to come first, the supply and then demand. You got to have supply and demand catches up, and then you grow your supply, and then the demand continues to grow with it.
And I know you're in over 20 markets. Have you been able to expand the markets during the period?
Well, what's awesome about virtual is we're not confined to anything. So with our brick and mortar business, our customers are across the United States. With our virtual business, our customers are across the world. We have people training from Shanghai and Australia, South America, Europe, despite being a New York City-based business.
And on the economic side, obviously training and gyms and fitness is a very expensive proposition. Before the pandemic, I've had all types of boutique fitness facilities for not only myself, but for high-end clients that I have. Where do you have cost savings or value comparatively to what you were doing in the brick and mortar setting?
Well, we're entirely remote as a team right now. We're a technology company, so we're very asset light. We like that phrase, asset light here. So our tech scales pretty quickly and easily, efficiently for us as a business. We're a software company, not a hardware company, and so we've been able to bring this to market really quickly with pretty low costs, which has been quite efficient for us, and we're really excited about the scale potential here.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, where is your background lie? In the technology or in the fitness side, or both?
Personally, just super passionate about fitness. Always been a 5 a.m. workout guy. Played sports in college. Played sports my whole life. So part of growing out of college, fitness became that thing that filled the void that sports played for me. But for us, we're here trying to build something that helps people get fit and healthy and stay motivated. So by way of background, I spent about half my career in venture capital, the other half of my career operational with early stage companies, so getting early stage companies off the ground and scaling them. I'm a partner, part of the founding team at a very large private jet company, Wheels Up. So innovation.
So you're a friend with Kenny and Gary.
Yes, and the broader family, and it's been a wild ride since.
Are you a Madison guy, Wisconsin guy?
I'm not. No.
Okay, good.
I'm not.
They're close friends of mine. They're great guys.
Oh, awesome! It's a small world, and many roads seem to lead back to Wheels Up and Kenny and crew.
Of course, yeah. I'm a founding member there as well, and Warren Moon, my business partner. We probably have done a tremendous amount with those two. And what lessons have you learned on the venture capital side? You know, it's very rare. A lot of times venture guys are terrible operators. They don't have the patience for it. What lessons have you learned in that crossover from being a venture person into the actual operations of a business?
Well, a couple things that that we really hold true to here, and a lot of my learnings and experiences informed by a lot of what Kenny and crew do. And we are very customer centric. So Wheels Up has a slogan 8760, which is 24/7, 365. We put the customer, which for us is both sides of the market, above everything. So whether it's our gym partners or our customers, I mean, they're hearing back from us within a minute if they're reaching out to us. We're very product and service focused. And because our product is so experiential, working out with a trainer, right? If that trainer's in the United States and you're in Shanghai, that's an experience. If you have no equipment, that is the ultimate experience, right? You go through the process. There's not something tangible that you're holding in your home when you're going through the transaction with us. And so we really work hard to cater to that experience, the look and feel of our product, the way we interact with consumers. So I'd say that, and then kind of a mantra for me is no never means no. It means not now. And that's translated really well for me and the rest of the team here since inception.
Very cool. And last question, you know, in this space, the pricing models all vary, and it's very difficult to figure out where that tendency should be. How have you guys figured out your pricing model, especially through the pandemic?
So we respond to customer sensitivity. Our product is definitely a premium product. So customers are looking at, on a session basis for 30 minutes, about $40. But what we've done is we've decreased the barrier to accessing personal training. So traditionally, personal training is super expensive. We wanted to bring that down. We want to make personal training accessible and affordable to everyone. Something that, whether you can do it 7 days a week or a day a week, is something that is achievable for many more than was previously achievable. In many ways similar to Wheels Up and what they're doing there. And so for us, it's a combination of listening to our customers and our gym partners and trainers, trying to satisfy the demands of each, but really making this a product that, through one of the most stressful, difficult times that humanity here in the States that we've seen, that we can help people, all people, to stay healthy, to be able to work out. You know, before COVID, many people felt that if they were at home and they had no equipment and they had limited space, they probably wouldn't be able to work out. People are realizing now that no matter what you've got, you can still move your body, whether it's through us or through other services that are out there. And for us, that's been the most rewarding thing the last 10 months. Pricing strategy is part of it, but being able to offer something to consumers that's helped their lives during this tough time has been, for us, what keeps us pumped up every day and has us really excited heading into New Year's, biggest time of the year for the fitness industry. People trying to get it right, maybe make up for, not eating too well in the prior year, or just changing their life up. And we're here with people stuck at home to help everyone stay fit and maybe even get in better shape than they've ever been in before.
Absolutely. I teach a habit machine of building a habit machine is the best habit you can have. And FlexIt Fitness is absolutely part of that machine, to have something like that you're capable of non-negotiating. The most important thing, your health, as I was previously discussing before you came on. I know we can find you at FlexIt_fitness. Where else can people find you guys to sign up for your training?
So you can visit our website, www.flexit.fit, FLEXIT.FIT. You can download our mobile app in the App Store, available for iOS and Android. Search FlexIt Fitness. You can also reach out to me directly. That's Austin, AUSTIN, at flexit.fit. And just for you and crew today, Dave, we're offering half off your first session. It's Meltzer 50. Put the promo code in and enjoy the first one on us.
I appreciate it, man. I'm going to give it a try myself. So thank you for everything that you do. I love the business model. I love the people you surround yourselves and the ideas that you're implementing. We're all going to reach out and have a healthy, happy New Year. Talk to you soon, Austin. Come back on.
Thanks. Look forward to it. Happy
Peace. See you in Manhattan.
See you.
Right on. All right. Very cool. Uh, you got to have your non-negotiable habits. You got to have a habit machine and get that thing going. I'm playing around with this green screen. Let me know what you think. I can use it. Don't. I got several studio backgrounds. Uh, Spent a little time being more interested than interesting. I've been asking for it and decided, you know what? I'll just figure it out myself. That's what I'll do. Who needs Justin Pugh when I can just go Google things myself and find them? Not so hard. You're always looking to see what we do. Did you blame others for your failures? Yes. I lived in blame, shame, and justification. And over the last 15 years, I've learned the two questions of accountability. Number one, what did I do to attract it to my life? And two, what am I supposed to learn from it? What did I do to attract it to my life? And what am I supposed to learn from it? Other people can be liable to me, cause damage, and work within the context of man made laws and statutes and common law. But in the end, I'm accountable for everything, and I don't go below the line into blame, shame, and justification. And I suggest you as well take control of your lives by being accountable as well. What do you think 2021 would you? What do you think 2021 would you like? It's going to be an extraordinary year. It's going to be like the Roaring 20s, but it's going to be the Roaring 21s. 21 is one of my lucky numbers. Clemente, it was a number that I had in football as well. And 21, and it's a part of the 1, 11, 21 signature. Those ones stick. So 21 is going to be the Roaring 21s. You're going to love it. It's going to be an extraordinary year. Align your capabilities with what's going to do well in 2021, what's going to be stable, and a couple big lottery tickets. Take a chance, pick something that you think will be doing well, and let's take the ride together. Take a positive perspective with gratitude, forgiveness, accountability, and effective communication. Tips for writing your first book. Best tips I have for writing your first book. Take an inventory, a repository of your lessons that you want to talk about in the book and tie stories to each of the lessons. Organize those lessons and stories and chapters. Go ahead, read, write, or speak those chapters. Then go ahead and edit those. Then go ahead and read them and write your introduction. Then go ahead and read all of that and write your conclusion. To me, that's the best way to write a book. And most importantly, get started. Don't be like some of my boys taking 4 or 5 years to write a book. It'll never be done. So just write another book. I know President Obama has a 700-page book, and he has a whole nother one behind. It's like, dude, just stop, write another book. All right, let people breathe. If you change your mind, don't be afraid of being a hypocrite. Don't be afraid of changing your mind and teaching lessons that you've learned since you wrote your last book. I can barely even read my first book because my ideas have expanded since I've written that. But it is a great frequency to help people get through the growth and expansion that they're looking for in their lives. Not everybody's at the same spot or the same frequency. Who is your favorite golden girl? Oh my gosh, what was her name? She was the naughty one. Oh man, not Gail. I'll have to think about it. But I used to watch that show all the time. That's a good question. Thank you. Keep them coming here. We got lots in here. All right. What is your favorite saying you learned from your parents? My favorite parent saying, invest in if you're not going to invest in yourself, who are you going to invest in? Blanche. Thank you, Christina. Blanche. I love Blanche. She knew exactly what I was talking about. Yeah. If you're not going to invest in yourself, who are you going to invest in? Say thank you. Ask. My mom used to always say as well. So those are some great sayings. Be kind to your future self. There's some good sayings that I've learned throughout the years and love, and they're around. Is it true you were a model? So I use this as an example, and just to break in for a second. If you haven't caught the training online to yourself, or sales or pitching or ego-based training, they're all featured on Spotify, Entrepreneur, and every platform. Just email me, david@dmeltzer.com, or join my text community at the number above me, 949-298-2905. But more importantly, you can catch all of those. The exercises, the guides, the books are all free. All you got to do is reach out to me. and I will send those to you. So we want to make sure that we do that. Yes, I was manifesting whatever the people thought was impossible, but I am a L'Oreal model. I modeled a brand for them, Redken Camouflage, which was their gray away product for middle-aged men with gray hair, and you shampoo it right in. And so I modeled that and had a commercial for L'Oreal. I was the gray away commercial. And so you can manifest anything that you want. Even if you have a face for radio, you can be a model. Face, love your podcast with Michael Studd. So did I. Mike Studd is the man. If he's listening out there, I miss you, buddy. All right, keep them coming. What's your favorite chapter to reread and Think and Grow Rich? I actually read each day. And so I don't have a favorite chapter. I take it in bits and bytes every single day and work my way through that process as well. Should I worry about making money when I'm young or focused on just living? Worry about making money when I'm young or focus on just living. Why can't you do both? This is where I get confused. Why can't you focus in on activity you get paid for as part of your living? Focus in on compound interest and acceleration and growth of making more money, helping more people, and having more fun in your life, learning lessons and doing your best. But you can do both. So go ahead, take inventory of your values, personal, experiential, giving and receiving values. 2 minutes a day is worth more than 2 hours on a Saturday. You're cheating yourself, lying to yourself. We just had this training last Friday. Catch the replay on Spotify, Entrepreneur, or any other of the platforms. It's called The Playbook. Give it a big like, share it with your friends, but you can do both. We have activity we get paid for, activity we don't get paid for. Get on living and get living on with making more money, helping more people, and having more fun. Perfect. Here we go. What is one thing we don't know about you? What's one thing you don't know about me? I don't know what you know about me, man. I try to say everything I can. I don't know. Happy Meal is my favorite meal. Not many people know that. I eat one Happy Meal a month with hamburger, apples, and a small French fry. And so maybe you don't know that. That's always fun thing. All right. We got my friend here, Ted Gibson and Jason. You're here at Staring. Let's see here. You're an open book. I try to be. I try to be an open book. It helps people. Where is, I don't see them here. Let me see where, oh, there they are. We are here. See? Just look. Sometimes they're in the request thing and sometimes they just put, we're here. And there they are.
Hey!
Oh my God. This is a threesome, isn't it? Look at this.
Totally.
Holy shit. People are holding their wallets right now when they see this. They literally are like, oh God, we're in trouble with these three guys. You guys didn't tell me to get my hat. What the heck? Hold on 1 second.
Memo?
I gotta get the hat.
Oh, he's going to get the hat.
You're gonna get the hat.
I gotta get a hat.
Good.
There we go.
Oh, there you go.
A ferocious
Totally.
Buddha hat. Oh my God. Just
Happy
like Bill and
Thursday,
Ted's, Jason and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Yeah. It has been. Man.
Yeah, that's so cool, man. Well, I know you guys, starring is an unbelievable business. Why don't you guys give us a little background on what you two guys are doing?
Well, thanks so much for having us, David. You know what? As an entrepreneur, I am so excited about what's been happening for us at the moment. And I know that it's been a struggle for a lot of us. But I can just say that if we can keep your eye on the prize and just keep moving forward, that we will all get through this. And I'm just super excited about talking and sharing our journey and our story today with you. Thank you so much for having us.
Oh, yeah.
We've you know, we opened our business Starring by Ted Gibson just 11 months before the first shutdown in the state of California. And we were sort of just getting into a groove of what we wanted the business to be like. And when we left New York, we took a minute, like a year and a half.
Yeah. Luxury.
That's the AAA strategy: alignment,
Right.
action, and then adjustment.
Exactly. I love that. the AAA. We, you know, we took a minute to see what we loved about the beauty industry and what we less than loved, and that's kind of how we came up with the concept of Starring by Ted Gibson. We have had 3 other salons. One in New York City, that was kind of the mothership. We had that one for 13 years. 40 plus employees, 20 chairs, commission-based salon environment. We had one at the W Hotel in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And we also had one in Chevy Chase, Maryland, in the Washington, D.C. metro area. And so we had a lot of experience with the way that, like the traditional way a salon would run. And when we took away the things that we less than loved, we ended up with Starring. So we put this whole concept together based on technology. So it's the world's first smart salon. It's powered by Alexa. And any kind of like techie thing that we could incorporate, we did. So we have no front desk. Everything is, you know, there's no phone to call. Everything is booked through apps. We also wanted to really honor the change that's happening with hairdressers in our community. You know, over the last probably 10 to 15 years, there's been a gradual movement from being employees to working on a 1099 or renting a chair or renting a salon suite and being independent business owners themselves. And so our whole concept has been to really embrace that and create an environment where a bunch of talented, entrepreneurial, like-minded people can come together in one collective space to make some magic happen. So that's kind of a nutshell of Starring by Ted Gibson.
You know, I've been working in the health and beauty space for a long time. You've seen the playbooks with Paul Mitchell and,
Yes.
you know, all the great, what's my favorite? It's a 10. What's her name? She's wonderful. And, but it's interesting because I've studied this space for so long, and the distribution and it was really, to me, the first gig economy, right? You had like the precept of Uber, right? Except the one thing that always is surprising to me that most people probably don't understand about this line. I work with Jonathan Anton as well. What a character he is. Yeah. So be careful. He could join us, and then everybody would hold their wallet. Yeah, that's my boy. Yeah, Sheer. What was that? The TV show that we did, Sheer, whatever.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome. But the interesting thing is what most people don't know is the amount of education. You know, even through COVID, I've been talking to the salon friends that I have and hairdressers and artists, etc. And I mean, now it's like double down on what you have to know about, you know, being clean and how to do it. It's extraordinary. And it's really amazing that I think you have to have more education, you know, to cut somebody's hair than you do to have a kid. I mean,
well, yeah, you can have a kid by accident. If you're cutting hair, it's pretty intentional.
Exactly. If you put your comb in the wrong place, boom, you got a kid.
You're done. Career's over.
Now, you know, because you guys have been in the business so long, though, it is a gig economy business, but it also is a relationship business more than anything
100%.
else. Right? The people who can build a relationship. I've seen people that, you know, cut, you know, hair shittily, but they're beautiful, wonderful people, and you don't care, right? You go to have the conversation from the old school barbershops to the franchises to the high end, you know, one and onlys around the world or whatever they call them. You know, boy, it's about relationships. And I think hair salon and operators and hairdressers or artists, you know, are the best salespeople I've ever met. And they don't, but they're afraid to ask for the sale. That's the one thing. Like, do you guys notice that I thought about doing a sales school, being a closing for just hairdressers, right? How to close, because they're the best salespeople, but they get so emotionally attached, they're afraid to ask.
Yeah, it's so true. Well, you know, and what's happening, we feel like what's happening in the business now, we have, of course, a lot of really great mentors that we've had over our career. And the thing that what's happening in the business of beauty now is that it's completely changed. There was a time where, you know, you would open a salon and you would pull people directly out of beauty school and you would train them. And after you would train them, you would take them from a $50 haircutter to a $200 haircutter, and then they would go down the street. But what's happening now is that the salon business is so fragile at the moment. And the reason why I say it's so fragile at the moment, because there's no really consumer confidence for them to come back into the salon, number one. And the other is that we are in a state of, I would say, almost emergency in the beauty business and the hair business of what distribution for product is going to be like, how the stylist is going to be educated, like you were just talking about, how are sales going to be, what is it if you are a manufacturer, how you're going to sell that product to salons and salons to the end consumer. So all of that has changed so much. And what we're super excited about is that the fact that what we're doing at Starring by Ted Gibson is we've taken that whole idea and turned it on its head. We ended up, as Jason said, we opened Starring 11 months before March, before the shutdown, the first shutdown. And we were already COVID safe. Not knowing that we were building the salon of the future, we ended up building the salon of the future, David, because we felt like that the business of salons were changing. It had never changed in all the amount of time that a salon has been around. And that, you know, a guest that could have somebody at her house, a woman could have somebody at her house in 30 minutes to cut and color her hair. She wouldn't even have to leave her house. So she needed to have something to go to that would be more of an experience. So that's what we wanted to do at Starring by Ted Gibson, is to create this brand that would be completely opposite of what has been before, and think about what a woman or a man would want to come to in a salon environment.
And it's funny because when we were first coming up with this concept, we approached some of the big product manufacturers, and we told them, you know, we want to create a space that's an experience center for your product. But as a small business, we're not interested in warehousing $50,000 worth of your inventory, waiting for someone who doesn't want to sell it.
Like you were just talking about.
The
Right. Yeah.
Want to sell the product.
Yeah.
And waiting for someone to buy it who no longer wants to shop in that environment. You know, right. the salon customer now, she's very tech savvy. She's very comfortable ordering her products online, having them shipped to her house. And so when we were approaching these manufacturers and said, we want to have your product, but we want to be able to sell it to them online and not carry the inventory. Like, every single one of them literally laughed and thought that that was the craziest thing, that they would never betray their salon partners
and sell direct to
consumer. Cut to COVID, and they're all trying to figure out how they can sell direct to the consumer. So it's kind of like the whole COVID experience has been really interesting for us, because all of these things were slowly happening. You know, this gig economy stuff, independent hairdressers, the way that consumers buy product. But COVID sort of, you know, put a fire under the kettle and really was a catalyst in making that move ahead really quickly. So I think the challenge for salon owners is going to be, how do we reinvent our business so that we can accommodate all of these new desires from the consumer to the talent and be successful. You know, we were lucky when we decided that what we had in New York City wasn't what we wanted anymore. We were lucky in the sense that we could shut it down. You know, we're kind of like, I always say that we're like, when you go to Vegas, you can sit at the nickel slots and have your free drinks and play all day, and you're never going to win really big, but you're never really going to lose really big, and it can be really fun, you know? Or you can
hang out with my mom.
Exactly. Your mom probably knows my mom.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
That's
you
so
can go
good.
to the high rollers table where you throw it all down and you take a big risk. And so, like, Ted and I have sort of lived our lives that way, where when we do something, we just jump in and see how it goes, you know? And so when it dawned on us that we weren't happy with what we were doing in New York, we were able to take the time to really think about, okay, what is the future of this business, and how can we create something that's going to be not only good for our business, but what kind of things can we show to the whole industry that we're doing, you know, as an example, or an inspiration, or a place to get ideas from. And so that's really what we've been focusing on, is like, how can we take this idea that we have and really use it as a model to, like, duplicate over and over and over.
And David, you know what else? With what was happening with the pandemic, back in April, we looked at ourselves and we said, okay, so we're watching TV, we're watching Nora O'Donnell, we're watching Les Verhoeven, we're seeing all of these people talking only about the restaurant business. all, you know, the guy who owns Shake Shack was on TV all the time. They were talking about, okay, how are we going to save the restaurants? How are we going to save the restaurants? We're going to raise money for the restaurants. And no one talked about beauty at all. And there was no effort
Yeah.
in helping the salon owner, the makeup artist, the barber, the esthetician, the lash specialist. No one talked about that. So what we did is we came with some friends of ours. We thought about, okay, so what can we do? We talked to the manufacturers. The manufacturers could only do what they could do. So what we said, so what could we do in making sure that if something like the pandemic happens again for the future, or what's going to happen when you go down the street and you're seeing all these salons that were there before that aren't going to be there now, how can we be of value and how can we do something within this to help? So we came up with the Worth Up Alliance. We're super excited about this nonprofit. It's part of Beauty Changes Lives, and Beauty Changes Lives is a nonprofit organization that's in the beauty business, but it specifically helps scholarships for people to go to beauty school, for mostly that. Our focus is going to be helping the entrepreneur build successful businesses by mentorship, grants, and also leadership. And we're super excited about the Worth Up Alliance. If you go to worthupalliance.org, you can see more about it. If you want to donate, we'd love for you to donate. Our plan is over the next 6 months to raise about $350,000 so that in September of 2021, we can start to give grants out. There's going to be a process for that, but we're so excited about it. You know, and I can say that out of all the celebrities that I've done, all the products that I've launched, all of the salons that I've opened, that I believe the Worth Up Alliance is going to be, I believe, one of the best things that I've ever done in my career.
I can guarantee that, and I so appreciate both of you. I got to just say that it's not luck. You know, I tell people all the time, when you have an open mind and you're looking to better everything that surrounds you, the people around you, your business, you know, 10, 11 months before COVID, you were just doing what everyone was forced to do. You guys did it naturally. You're looking for the expansion. You're looking for the light, the love, and the lessons at all times in what we do. And those people that have been doing that are now the ones that are like, oh, you're so lucky. You know, somehow had foresight. No, it's not luck. It's that the pandemic forces everyone to kind of find the light, the love, and the lessons and create the efficiencies, rethink. You know, I've never seen so many restaurants and salons rethink their business so quickly. You guys actually, by being more interested than interesting, rethinking your own business at all times, looking to better yourselves and others, were put into a position to do even better, not only just for yourselves, but for everyone else, and especially with your new foundation. Come back on next time. Give me the note on what to wear. I'll be there. I got all kinds of wardrobes. Trust me. You heard me. I was a L'Oreal model. Camouflage. I got a green tint from the green screen. This is the first day I tried it on Instagram, but I love you guys. Where else can people find? Where can people find you guys? Starring at Ted Gibson.
Our business is located on South La Brea, 211.5 South La Brea, right in Mid-City, Los Angeles. You can find us at Jason Bakke on Instagram and Facebook. You can find at Ted Gibson on Instagram, Facebook.
And we're on at Starring Today.
We're on at Starring Today.
And we have a really incredible product that I want to tell you about really quick, Dave, before
Please do. Please do.
It's called
yours.
Shooting Star Texture Meringue. It's a hybrid between a foam and a mousse. If you're used to using a mousse, this is not what a mousse is. If you're used to using a foam, it's not what a foam is. It is in between. It is sexy. It is gorgeous. It's provocative. It's going to make you feel good. You can put it in your hair. You can do an incredible blowout with it. You can use texture. It's amazing.
Wow.
Just saying.
Some people believe in what they sell. That's all I got to say. He has no problem. That's perfect, Ted. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Ted. Come back and visit me. Give me a pre-notice of what to wear. I'll be there.
Okay. Cool.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Right.
What great guys, man. Bye. Starring Ted Gibson. These guys get it. You know, you meet people that just get it, and they have the right energy, and they love what they do because they love to be of service to other people. And they end up getting more from that and being prepared for it. Wow, what a great way to finish up here. Let's take a couple questions before training tomorrow. Tomorrow, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. Training is on mentorship. All about mentorship. If you missed any of the other trainings, they're all featured on Spotify, Entrepreneur, every platform. If you want the guides, exercises, my books for free on selling, closing, pitching, ego, lying to yourself, time management, project management, whatever it may be, just reach out, david@dmeltzer.com. You can see my new green screen above. Join my text community, 949-298-2905. Let me know what you think. Let's take one question and we'll get going here. There's so many in here. I want to thank everybody. Who has been the greatest mentor in your life? My mother has been the greatest mentor. Napoleon Hill, greatest dead mentor with Wayne Dyer, Dr. Wayne Dyer, also as well, and several blessed mentors that I've had throughout the years. My uncles, Eli and Jerry, and just my Aunt Marilyn, but more importantly too, all the people I work with as an intelligent follower. I've learned so much from mentoring. I spend half of my mentoring hours, my coaching hours, my expert hours saying to myself, man, that's a good idea. You should really try to do that. Anyway, I'm so grateful for all of you. Please join me every day at 8 a.m. here. Join me on Fridays at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern for free training. This week it's on mentorship, exercises, guides, books, trainings, all for free. David@dmeltzer.com. Join my text community, 949-298-2905. And remember, everyone, especially thank you, Austin, Ted, and Jason. But thank you, everyone. Remember, most importantly, be kind to your future self. Do good deeds. I'll see you tomorrow.